Alright, everyone, welcome back to this YouTube channel again here at ICT Skills Boost. I am Goba Ivan, and having looked at one of the most powerful Microsoft applications that everyone has to know when you want to do office work, here is just another powerful one called Microsoft Publisher. So when you want to create newsletters, you want to create certificates, business cards, brochures, flyers, maybe banners, the application that you can start with is Microsoft Publisher. Much as there are others out there, for this Windows, it's free. So I'm suggesting that we could study it and you get the basics. So to locate it, we come to our search icon over here and we just type the word Publisher and it will pop up. So this green icon over here with this P alphabet here is the Publisher application. So when I click on open, it brings us to this page, and now in this page you see that when I click on this home tab here, there is there's this blank portrait, blank landscape, more pages, and the other templates. So when I click on more templates, you see that there are pre-designed templates here that you can use for your work. You can select any you feel comfortable with and you just customize. It's a great way to get started. However, we shall also see how some of the basic features work. So let's dive in. For example, when I come back here to home, when I click on this blank A4 portrait, when I click on it, it brings me here to this interface here. So I want us to first look at this page here. When you see this is in portrait. So when I go back here and I select another one, this is now landscape, you can choose the type of orientation that you want your page to have. So you can choose it either portrait or landscape. Besides that, we have other options. So when I click here, and I come here to more blank page sizes, when I click this, you see that there are very many types of other orientations that we can use. So we can have this one, maybe you want it to be letter size, you want it to be tabloid, landscape. You can choose any one, but in this case, we are going to go with the landscape. So let's go with this. You come and create here. So here, you see this? Now, just like the other applications by Microsoft, Publisher also has, similarly, there are very many features that are the same, much as others might be different. So these are the tabs, these are the tabs, the home tab, insert, page design, mailing. These are all what we call the tabs. And as usual, each tab contains what you call a ribbon. Now, this ribbon is made of different features, and these features work to make sure that you produce something beautiful. And I said earlier that this ribbon here has groups. This is a group of illustrations, blocks. So this line here separates all the different features, and these features are called groups. And then we do have also this launch button over here. When I click this, it shows more options. So when you look at this small launch button over here, it means that there are other hidden features. It was not possible to fit everything on this interface. So Microsoft decided to hide some of them. That's why others do have this small launch button over here. So I want us to look at this. This is going to be our page where we shall be working. And then if you are to notice, we have this ruler over here. This is a ruler that measures how you are doing the horizontal grid and the vertical guide. Here it is. We have this one, which is the vertical one, and we have the horizontal one. So besides that, we have the type of view, how you want to view your page. This is single page, but when I click on this, it will look like a double-sided page. So it gives you a wider field of view. So we do have also this bar here on this right-hand side. So this is for zooming. I'm zooming in, and there you see the page gets bigger. But as I come here to the negative side, it also starts zooming out and it becomes small. So there you can adjust how you want your page size to appear. But in this case, I want mine to be something like this. There. That's good. That's good to start with. Yes, that size. All right, so let's get started and see some of the features that are here. Now, one thing that I want you to know and get started here with when you are dealing with this publisher is that just like the other applications by Microsoft, you can type your text anywhere you want. Yes, you can type there, but here we mostly use what we call a text box. So to be able to put an element or write text here on this sheet, let's use what we call a text box. And that's the number one feature I want you to know. So the text box is just here. When you come to home, there is this feature here, draw a text box. So you can even use the insert tab and you locate it here, draw a text box. So what you do when you want to use a text box, you just click on it. And once you click on it, you come back to the page, it will show this plus icon. So once it shows this, you just hold down your mouse and you drag. So you drag the size of the box you want. Maybe you want it to be small, you want it to be large, or like that. So now you can type your text inside here, you can write. You see that? You can be able to write any text inside there. So now you use what we call a text box. It enables you to write. I see that? So, and the beauty about this textbook is just it can be dragged anywhere. You can put it here, you can put it here. So when you are working with publisher, all the elements you'll be bringing in here will have to be put inside the textbook if you want to be having a well organized work. It eases your work and it makes editing your work easy. So I'm going to remove this textbook over here. Yes, there. We do have back our blank page. Now I want us to look at some of these features here. So for example, we can start with the home tab. Maybe I should write something. I should draw a textbook here. Maybe I'm trying to start, maybe let me just say certificate, something like a certificate. Let me increase this to 18. Then I put maybe the word certificate of merit. I'm just trying to introduce something. All right, you can adjust how you want this to be, so that it doesn't cover, and then you can drag it where you want it to be. So now, in the home tab here, once I click on this, all this become visible. So I can use these features here to format my text. For example, if I highlight on this, I can bold my text, I can underline it, I can even change the font type maybe to be this. I can even increase the size to be maybe 22, and even the color, maybe I want it to be red. See that? So it's appearing beautiful now. So let me first increase this to be a bit bigger, maybe 36 here. I first highlight and then I increase the font size maybe to 36. There you go. Now notice that some of this words down here is already disappearing, or maybe I should highlight and show you more. So when I click this, then I put maybe to 48. See that? Some of the words are being cut away. So to do this, you need to be able to adjust your text box. So you come to this margin points here, you click on it, and then you adjust so that everything is able to appear. And there you see it is not at all appearing. So what you do, you keep on increasing, and there you go. Certificate of merit. It's now appearing the way you want, and you adjust it there. So see that? Those are the features that you can use here on the home tab. So when you want to align your text, these are the features you can use. Maybe use this for aligning it to the left hand side. I mean to the top. You can align this here to the top center, here to the top right. See that? So when I highlight this, when I highlight this, when I click on this, it comes this side. It's aligning to the left hand top side. When I click on this, it aligns me to the center and downwards. So these are features that you use for aligning your text. So that is under the home tab. We do have other effects. Maybe you want to fill your text. How do you want your text to appear? Maybe you want it to be this color, so you first highlight it anyway, and then you click on that. So when you click, see that the text has changed. Ooh, it appears yellow. So I can still change that. I can put this color. Yes, I want it to be like that. That's good. It looks nice. So that is under the home tab. Those are some of the most important features under the home tab. And besides that, they put now an option here also for pictures. You can insert pictures. But in this case, this option is for both from your computer or from online. So when I click on browse from computer, it brings me here and I can insert any picture I want. So you see this? I can put a picture here. I can enlarge it. So when I enlarge something like that, so here, that is the picture option you can use. You can as well insert a table in your work. If you want, you insert a table and then you manipulate the table the way you want. So when I come here, and then I select the number of rows and columns I want. I click here and there you go. I have my small table here where I can even start filling in my details and use it the way I want. Maybe you want to come up with a calendar, you can do that. And then you get your beautiful calendar. You can also insert shapes. So you see that there are very many types of shapes here. Maybe I want to draw a circle. So see that? You draw that. And now these options will pop up from here. How do you want your shape to, like the color to feel? Maybe you want it to be yellow like that. And then we also have an outline. That this outline is like the frame, that black frame you see over there. Maybe I want it to be red. So when I click on red, there you see that it has changed. So those are some of the good features here that you can use to really make your document look outstanding. Okay, having looked at the home tab, these other features, we do have also these features like the bulleting as usual. They are here. You can use them for bulleting your work, how you want to align your text. Maybe you want it to be here. It depends on how you have organized your work. This is for alignment. These are for bulleting. You choose maybe number bulleting, Roman numerals. It's all your choice. Another important feature that I want to also know here. Okay, let's go to the insert tab. Now we have basically looked at some of the insert features over here. We have looked at the table, we have looked at the pictures, like you can insert from the computer or online, and the shapes we have looked at it. Another thing I want to look very important is now these page parts. Now, this page part is like inserting some parts to a content that makes it easy for you to format. You just insert and then you change what is there. For example, we have heading. You can insert how you want your heading to appear. You can pull quotes. You can put like sidebars. For example, if I click on this, it appears here, and I can drag this anywhere I want. So when I try to adjust this on my page over here, you can adjust it the way you want. There you go. And now I can start formatting. Maybe I can say, Goodbye, Ivan. I can format this. You are now trying to customize. You customize it the way you want. Maybe here you say, um, I'm a student, all right? I'm a student. There. You customize it the way you want. You can even change this picture if you want. Under this picture format here, you come to this, and then the picture tools that you use. Maybe I want to have a different border. See that? So the picture is now like it's being formatted. There you go. So you see that when you click on an item or a feature, it pops up, some options pop up. So it's just like you should get your hands on it. The more you practice it, the more you get the hang of this. So this is good. You have seen how you can use the insert feature to put pictures. Those other parts there, these parts here, you can put a heading, how you want your heading to be. See that? Maybe you put your heading here, you say Monday. Your heading is Monday. Then you put your subtitle, maybe first day, First day. That is your subheading. Are you seeing that? Instead of this, I might have that. So here, you see that? So you can use some of these pre-designed features and then you just customize it the way you want. Don't die in silence. There are beautiful features here. You can see this. So for example, we can, excuse me. So when I click on this, I drag it over here. We can have something here like, maybe you put your title here. You say maybe butterflies. Maybe you put your butterflies. The way you format is just your choice. And then you can change this. Maybe you put your insects. You just select and then you try to play around with it. This is the beauty of this application. There's some pre-made templates or designs that you can use. So you can see this. You can increase the size if you want. Just use your imagination to bring it to life. Are you seeing how I've made this? So those are built in. Besides that, for those ones who want to design calendars, there are pre-designed calendar designs here that you can use. We have all this. For example, let me first try to get a new page. So when I come here and I click on this new page here, and then I come to insert, there are these calendars here that we can use. For example, when I click on this is already a calendar for this month, December. And you can now enlarge it. You just design it the way you want. So you can come here, when you click on this, you can change almost anything you want here. You now start formatting. Maybe you want to rename this. Maybe you say, my calendar. My calendar. So see that? You get these pre-designed templates and you work out the way you want it to be. So that is a good feature that you can use. There are very many types here. You can select. You can even check out for more. And then another feature is also now borders and accents. Now these borders, you add border to your design. How do you want it to appear? There are different borders here. You have these ones that you connect these bars, and also these ones that are like frames. So for example, if I click on this, you have to adjust it to the border of your page. So for example, you see those lines there adjust automatically. So when I put this over here, there, and then I try to pull this down, there. See that? I have a frame. Now, you can start designing a certificate from here. So, for example, if I draw a textbook here, yeah, and then I write there, maybe I write here, certificate of merit. So, like I'm working on a certificate. Are you seeing how this is easy? So don't over. Now you can make certificates the way you want, as long as you are able to imagine how you want your design to be. You can design anything. It's now the power of your imaginations. So here you see this, where I can change the color. That's now formatting my work. So I see that this is still small. I can increase it to be like 36 there. And again, it's not fully appearing. So what I do, click here, and now you adjust the text box. Boom. It's still not finishing. So I come here, I adjust this. Certificate of merit. Are you seeing that? So it's just a matter of how you play with the tools that are here. All right, so that is under the insert tab. Besides that, when you're designing an advertisement, maybe a brochure, maybe a flyer for a company, maybe you're trying to advertise that product, there are some features you can use. For example, you can offer, like, we have this free offer tag, we have this 0% off. You get a maybe free offer. It's already here, you use it. you drag it where you want it to be, and then maybe you can enlarge it. See that? So you just use it in your design. You insert all these things the way you want it to be. Now, away from that, let's look at the page design. Now, on this page design here, we do have the orientation still. We have this where you can change this to portrait. And if I change this to portrait, I will have to turn this to portrait there and adjust it accordingly. So there you go. It's something that you can do. Now I have my calendar behind there. Let me remove it. See that? So this one here, portrait, is actually how you want now your page to appear. You want it to be vertical or horizontal. It depends on how you want it to be. So just this is drag and drop actually. It's drag and drop. See that? But if I want it to be in landscape, I come here and then I click on this. Takes me back to the landscape mode, and I just have to adjust this by myself. Just have to adjust this. So when I try to first decrease this, I have to do this by adjusting it to my paper. And there, boom. See that? So adjust it the way you want it to be. Those are some of the important things you know. And then we also have background. So this, even the color of this paper, maybe if I click here, see that the background has changed. How you want your background color of the page to appear, you come here to the page design tab and you select here. See that how it's beautiful? You can check out for more background. See that? You can get a solid feel, like you get a solid color. Any color, maybe you want it to be appearing in blue. When I click that and press OK, there. So that is how you can deal with these features that are here in Publisher. So it's a good way to get started. Looking at this video alone, you have to also go and do more of yourself and try to master some of your ways through. And I also want to introduce you to some of the Premiere templates that are inside here. So have a look at some of those few features inside the application. Let's look at some of the templates that have been designed by people that you can now customize the way you want. So you have to see this. You can make different features you want. You can make a lesson plan. We have invitation, thank you certificate, wedding photo album, email newsletters. There are very many things. For example, now, if I click on this wedding invitation here, and then you click on create, so it will be loaded on your page. And now that it's here loaded, you now start customizing it. You start removing what you don't want and you add what you want. So you can remove all this and add your own text here. That's the beauty. So it's a good way to get started. You can start adding your own text here. Even here, you could put your name. Maybe Ivan Guba. And then maybe you put any spouse name there. Like, I don't know, you put any spouse name. Like, you can add another name. Maybe you put there John or Do. I don't know. You just add any name you want. So you see, I'm just showing you that you can actually, the art of customizing, how you are able to customize this. And the good thing is you can even insert pictures on this page. You don't just only use the features here, you can include your own. For example, now if I want to insert a picture here of this elephant, I click on insert. Here it is. So I can drag and put it over here. I can even add my own text. I can insert shapes. So this is a very simple application to use, and you shouldn't be actually bothered at all. It's a good way. So after watching this video, make sure that you get your hands on that computer and work out yourself. Also, put your hands to work. Okay, so you see that? You can add, just customize it. You get a pre-designed template by going to those designed ones. And then you customize it. You can even remove this flower. If I click on this, it's not there anymore. So it's your choice. There are 2 pages here. So you work on the way you want it to be. So those are really the basics of how we can use this. I thank you so much for being part of this lesson. And I really pray that may we produce more videos here that will be enriching you, like teaching you how to learn some of the ICT skills that you have been lacking. And now that you're done with your work, how would you save your work if you want to save it? So you come over here to file, and then you come to save as. So you select the place on the PC. Maybe you come to this PC and maybe you want to save on desktop. When I click on desktop, it now asks you, how do you want to name it? Maybe you say, I will name it flower. So when you name it flower, you click on enter or save. There, it's been saved. So when I close this window here, wait, these were the things that we designed before. And this, when I close this, and then I check, it's here. So here it is, flower, as you can see. So when I double click on it, it opens up, and here is my publication that I made, meaning that I can now go back, I can edit, I can even print it if I want. So for example, if I want to print and I order with Control P, it's here. This is how it's going to look like, you know. So this is just a simple way of getting started with Microsoft Publisher if you want to learn how to design these publications. So thank you so much for being part of this lesson. Please share this video with friends, and I pray that you also subscribe. Please.